That's a story you'll see only on WESH 2. A bail bondsman accused of exchanging bonds for sexual favors is trying to get out of jail.
Only WESH 2's Dave McDaniel was in court today as Russell Moncrief argued for bond, and he has more on what happened.
Well, two very distinctly different arguments. You have the state telling the court that basically they have a very strong human trafficking for sex case, while the defense is saying that you have people who are claiming to be victims who are anonymous, and they're going against a longtime business owner without a criminal history.
Used Moncrief bail bonds to bond her out, and in exchange she had to have sex with Mr. Moncrief.
An undercover agent testifying about the charges facing 75-year-old Russell Moncrief, a local bondsman for nearly 50 years.
Those traffickers had an understanding with Mr. Moncrief where they would be able to be bonded out by Mr. Moncrief in exchange for sex.
Two issues at play in the hearing, which lasted close to 2 hours. One, should Moncrief be held in jail until trial? The state saying yes, citing victim concerns.
We're also concerned about retribution, retaliation from the defendant.
While the defense says he's given up his license to operate to act as a bondsman, that he's not a threat.
All of these things stemmed from allegations that were made prior to when he had a bail bond agency that has nothing to do with today.
Also argued in court, if he is released, what conditions might be imposed? The defense saying perhaps a curfew, an ankle monitor, limitations on Moncrief's ability to use the internet. The state still saying he should stay locked up until trial, stressing the significance of the allegations according to the victims.
If they did not comply with this exchange, with what their expected payment would be, then he would threaten to revoke their bonds. He'd threaten them to put them back into custody.
The defense saying victims so far who are anonymous.
We can talk about their ability to be truthful to this court. It's been based upon here, there, and pulled out from everywhere with nothing substantial to back it up.
The hearing concluded a little after noon today, and then the attorneys gathered in front of the bench to talk with the judge instructing them to file some legal briefs mid-afternoon. The attorneys have done that. We're still waiting to hear back from the judge. Reporting live in Orange County, Dave McDaniel, WESH 2 News.